Hello everyone, I am Anurag from EduTrainX and welcome back to our channel. If you have ever struggled with reading fill-in-the-blanks questions, you are in luck. In today's video, we are discussing 10 secret shortcut tips and strategies that will help you master reading fill-in-the-blanks questions in just 15 minutes. Not only that, we will also discuss the secret grammar patterns that will allow you to solve the fill-in-the-blanks questions in seconds. So let's get started. First things first, the most important of all is using the grammar patterns to predict the type of word required in the blank. Now I'm going to show you 10 shortcuts to master the reading fill-in-the-blanks questions. And in the end, we will also solve a full PTE question using these tips, and believe me, it won't take you more than half a minute if you know these tips. So watch closely till the end. But before we begin, I just want to tell you that verb has 3 forms. Form 1 is simple present, form 2 is simple past, and form 3 is past participle. For example, go is form 1, went is form 2, and gone is form 3. Let's now jump into the shortcuts, keeping these forms into the mind. So shortcut number 1 is what comes after has, have, or had, or has, have, had, been. So the form 3 of the verb comes. The only exception is where has and have is used to show ownership, like Tom has a car or they have a shop. In these cases, has or have is used to show ownership, but otherwise the form 3 of the verb will come here. Let's look at some examples. He has eaten his food, not he has eat or he has ate. Always the form 3 which is eaten. Similarly, they have done the work, not have do or have did, but have done. And the next one, Tom has seen the movies before, not has seen or had saw. Again, the form 1 and 2 are wrong and had seen is the correct usage. Another example is it has been mentioned in the book, not has been mentioned. So with has, have, or had been, always the verb form 3 comes. So note it down. This is a golden technique and you should note it somewhere, which will help you to solve this question very, very quickly. Shortcut 2 is what comes after is, was, are, were, and am. So 99% of the time it will be either form 3 of the verb or form 1 plus ing. Don't forget this shortcut and definitely note it down. For example, he is called as the king of good times. Is called. He was thrown out of the class. Was thrown. They were given the assignment. Were given. So you see how the verb form 3 fits here perfectly. Now some examples of the form 1 plus ing form. It was a disturbing scene. He is running, eating, sleeping, and so on. So you see how this shortcut is a lifesaver in the exam. If you see such words in the exam, straight away you would know what type of answers will fit there. Shortcut 3 is what comes after 2. Note it down. And it will always be form 1 of the verb, which is simple present form. For example, he likes to sing. She wants to go to the movies. So whenever you see the word to, you simply select a simple present option given to you. Of course, it should make sense contextually. Shortcut 4 is what comes after the articles a and an. And the answer is singular noun, not a plural noun. For example, a great city, an unusual talent, a creative idea. So city, talent, and idea are all singular nouns. There may be some adjectives before the nouns, as you can see in the examples. Great, unusual, and creative are adjectives, something that describes a noun. Have you noted this down? Please do if you haven't. Shortcut number 5 is the extension of shortcut 4 we discussed just now, which is what verb comes after a singular or plural noun. Number 1 is after singular noun, a verb with S comes. And after a plural noun, a verb without S comes. Let's see some examples. The university offers a wide range of courses. University offers. The students pay a lot of attention. Students pay. Just by heart this shortcut. This is the topmost trick in the grammar. And many people do these silly mistakes in this scenario. So don't forget to note it down and master this technique. For shortcut number 7, if you see a sentence that has one of the in it, then it always ends with a plural form. For example, Roger Federer is one of the best tennis players. London is one of the coldest cities. Notice players in example 1 and cities in example 2. They are in the plural form. Note it down. The next shortcut is about maintaining the consistency of grammar in the sentence. Make sure the word you choose for the blank maintains the same tense, voice, and style as the rest of the passage. For example, the sun dash brightly in the day and sets in the evening, and the options are shines and shining. Notice the word sets. It is in the verb form 1, which is simple present tense. So that's exactly will also be the form of the first blank, which is shines. And that will be the best answer here. And the last one is using the shortcuts to identify which type of words they are. This is very useful. Please note it down somewhere. Number 1, anything that ends with shun is noun. For example, creation, distinction, provocation. Number 2 is anything that ends with iv is adjective. For example, creative, distinctive, provocative. Number 3 is anything that ends with li is adverb. For example, creatively, distinctively, provocatively. So these are some golden shortcuts and I do recommend you note it down and master it. Now let's apply these learnings into solving a full PTE fill in the blanks question and you will see how easy it is to solve if you know these shortcuts before. Let's see this example on the screen. It's talking about the University of Sydney. The first sentence is the University of Sydney dash a wide range of courses. Notice that University of Sydney is a singular noun and what comes after a singular noun is plural verb. In the options we have two plural verbs, renews and offers, and offers make more sense here. The second one is one of the several dash that the students need to submit. Notice one of the dash. Always a plural form will follow. So one of the things will make most sense here. As we are talking about something they need to submit. The third one is the library has dash. Remember, the verb form 3 will come. And I see only two of them in the options, which are gathered and used. So library was not gathered by students, so it doesn't make sense here. It has to be has been used by the students. The next one is the librarian issues the library card and dash it after it expires. Notice the word issues and expires. They are in verb form 1. And what we need to do is maintain the consistency of the sentence. So we also need to use the verb form 1 here. Offers we have already used. So renews is the best one that is left. And the last one is the University of Sydney has dash a large variety of books. Has dash. Again verb form 3 will come here. So store is wrong here and gathered is the best answer here. How easy was that? After knowing these grammar shortcuts? Piece of cake, isn't it? So now you are a master of shortcuts, which is excellent. For the next part of the video, I will give you some more secret tips to further boost your chances of getting the perfect score in the reading fill in the blanks questions. So tip 2 is it is very important to skim the passage before you start filling in the blanks. This helps you to get a sense of the overall theme and the structure of the text. For instance, if the passage is about climate change, you will know to expect terms related to that topic in the blanks. Tip number 3 is all about identifying keywords. Look for words that are likely to be missing in the blanks. That makes logically sense. This could be nouns, verbs, or adjectives that play a crucial role in the sentence. If you don't know about the parts of speech, please watch our Easy PTE Grammar series where I have explained them with very simple examples. You can find the link in the description. For example, look at the following sentence. The dash painted a beautiful landscape. And the options are art, artist, and artistic. So if you understand what type of word is going to fit here, then it's very easy. In this case, someone painted the landscape. So it has to be a noun. And the answer will be artist. Next tip is context is also a key element. Read the sentences before and after the blank to understand the context, the meaning. This will help you to choose the right word that fits seamlessly into the passage and into the blanks. So pay attention to the context. Let's look at an example. After a long day at work, Sarah liked to relax by reading a dash. The sentence talks about relaxing. So the word is likely to be related to leisure activities. If I give you the options of science book, study book, or storybook, you can easily guess that Sarah wants to relax after a long day. So she would most likely want to read a storybook, not a science book or a study book. Tip number 5 is watch out for negative words. This is also very important. Negative words can be tricky. If you encounter negative words like not, never, or without, however, despite, but, make sure the word you fill in the blank aligns with the negative meaning. For example, despite his efforts, John could solve the math problem dash. The options are perfectly and poorly. If you notice the word despite in the beginning, what is it hinting? It is hinting about the negative meaning. So poorly will be the best answer here, not perfectly. Always be watchful in this kind of scenario. Tip number 6 is think synonyms and tip number 7 is think antonyms. You need to think about the synonyms and antonyms of the words mentioned in the text. If you are stuck, consider words that have similar or opposite meanings to the surrounding text. For example, surroundings and environment, surprising and dramatic. So be watchful of the words with similar meanings. That is going to help you. Tip number 8 is evaluate the sentence flow. Does the sentence flow naturally with your chosen word? Is it logical? Read the sentence aloud with the word you have inserted to check if it fits smoothly or not. And tip number 9 is practice, practice, and practice. I have seen a lot of students scoring very low in the beginning, but with practice, their scores improved a lot. You can see an example here. So do a lot of practice. And lastly, tip 10 is to stay calm and use your reasoning skills. So even if you are unsure of the exact word, choose an option that makes more logical sense in the given context. And there you have it. 10 secrets and shortcut tips to excel in reading fill in the blanks question. If you found these shortcut tips helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more valuable content. Thanks for watching and happy studying.